It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Hi guys, it's that time we're going to start the ring with the greatest faction podcast history. Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travesty.
And I am Nubby, the amazing turtle.
Nubby, I'm happy.
You're happy?
There's just so much good going on in my life right now that it should be illegal. It should be a sin to be this truly happy. But I don't care. I feel like I've deserved it.
Yeah.
I feel like everything's finally going right for me. And I can't wait. I can't wait to dive into this show and talk about every little bit of it. It's a good moment in pro wrestling, when you have a dream and ambition to do something. I mean, you've seen the video. Mm-hmm. When you have the dream and ambition to achieve something and all of a sudden it happens. And I'm really excited to talk about that. And gosh, I'm good. Okay, well, we got the end. I'm getting a little teary-eyed, just overjoyed, and so fucking happy. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to all of it. Truly blessed. But big show we got tonight. We got a lot to cover. A lot of results from this past weekend. A lot of shows, a lot of match cards and stuff coming up this weekend. First, I want to say happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
So, how's it feel to be 48?
I think you're going 10 years into the future.
How's it feel to be 38?
No different than when I was 35.
It's kind of like, what is that in turtle years?
I don't know.
You got turtle years like dog years and shit like that?
I assume they do. I mean, I don't know how long turtles actually last.
While. I believe a while. Like hundreds of years, really.
Shit.
You know, as long as they stay out roads and don't get crushed or given to children who don't know how to take care of fucking animals and shit. You know, stuff like that.
And I'm guilty of that. That's why I found a family that, well, now that I think about it, I don't know who got custody because I think it was a year later those two broke up. They were just random people that, you know, answered the call, and they're two females, actually. They're, you know, together, and I don't know what happened to the turtles after they broke up, so I kind of lost contact with them, but I had to get rid of them. I wasn't taking care of them, and I couldn't let my parents do it, so I had to do the right thing and find the right people.
Excellent. And also you stay off streets, so really you're very cautious as a turtle. But Nubby, it is your birthday. I hope you enjoyed the gift I got you. I put a lot of work into that, and I feel like in my entire life, I've never given such a joyous gift to anybody ever.
I'm gonna say that was a very thoughtful gift, and I can't wait to open it on Saturday.
It's
assuming it arrives. It's still in the mail.
I feel like we're not talking about the same things right now, Nubby. Now I'm lost.
Conversation we had off the air.
Oh, that that too. Yeah, no, I'm talking about the JFW video that I produced and released out into the world for you.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was,
that one.
You know what? That was very thoughtful and, you know, very intelligent of you to put together.
Right. Well, here's the thing, and I guess we could get into L.I.M here real quick in the beginning because I don't feel we're gonna be speaking much about them in the near future, so we might as well just get it up and out of the way. Wave 3 came and gone really fucking quick. And usually, like, you know, I like to show our viewers, our fans of this show, the idiotic ideals that come from L.I.M. And I share their videos to our page. They're like, here's round 2 of idiots and stuff. But the thing was, I had an announcement I had to make for SCW. And I was like, okay, I gotta get this posted, I gotta get this announced and everything. And it needs to get out. Now I didn't wanna, you know, bastardize my big announcement for SCW by sharing crap. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna wait. I'll give it a day and I'll share the video. But then all of a sudden another video came out, and then another video came out. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with the L.I.M? And then I realized that they're starting to hate each other. And the smile on my face, seeing children bicker over nothing, is something I never thought that I would experience. Like, I knew I could be happy. I just didn't know I could be so happy to listen to the fucking giggle monster get onto his fucking phone, look me in the eye and say, Wave 3 is going to hit you hard and it's going to hit you fast. And fast is right. Because within 20 minutes of him claiming to be the second in command, the leader why Pac-Man is out of town, fucking Gnocchi Pasta Boy over here started fucking badmouth and called him the giggle monster, which I knew was going to catch on. I just didn't realize it was going to be catch on by, you know, fucking the Jersey Shore reject. But hey, you know, whatever makes the Soprano fucking happy, I'm happy. I didn't understand what the hell was going on until I saw all of a sudden the third wave of, you know, the L.I.M. not being directed towards me anymore, but being directed internally. Blows my mind how these guys can't function without Pac-Man there. And then you hear goofy-ass Pac-Man being all excited about how he's out of town, the DS and everything, because I didn't realize how badly I fucking hurt him. And I'm happy about that, too. I'm not taking that back. I don't regret that for a minute. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're going to fucking, redo a classic by Time in a Bottle, if you're going to bastardize a classic song like that by doing something stupid, hey, feel free to do so. You know, whatever. But he has no idea how off the fucking rails L.I.M. is. And he's over here, you know, all excited about Wave 3 fucking coming through me. Even though Wave 3 ended 12 hours before that. And then you see all the posts about how, you know, the Giggle Monster is still telling, you know, fucking Pac-Man, hey, don't worry, we got this. Clearly not being honest with them. That the fact that Wave 3 is already over. That him and fucking Tony Boy, you know, aren't really seeing eye to eye. You hear about JJ. Where the fuck is JJ at? They're imploding. And I don't feel bad about that. I don't. I will never feel bad about that. Because I'm hoping that they're starting to realize now everything that I have seen and said about them already, that they're a fucking joke. They just need to sit back and be fans. Don't fucking step up to the fucking plate. Don't get on the other side of that fucking guardrail. It's a good fucking day. I didn't want to destroy the fucking L.I.M, but now that it's happening, I'm kind of enjoying it maybe a little too much. It could be cynical of me. Don't care. Well deserved. They did it to themselves. But because there's so many videos, I was like, I'm gonna pack this together. You know, put in a little video, like, you know, it's fucking Nubby's birthday. He's gonna enjoy this. I threw your picture at the end there because my picture didn't get torn up because I took care of my shit. I take care of my personal property. I keep it all in one piece. It's a good fucking day, Nubby. It's a great day to be Travesty. It's a great day to be a member of the JFW. It's a great day to be on this side of the winning line, the team, if you will, the team. This is us now. We are overtaking the L.I.M, and I can't be happier about it.
I'm glad you're happy.
So fucking happy. I know. Go ahead. Yeah.
However, I'm a little irked.
I'd be irked.
It's not so much of the L.I.M doing their thing towards you. I mean, yeah, you're my broadcast partner.
Mm-hmm.
I have your back, even though I sit back and watch it because I know you can handle yourself. But
hell yeah.
But there's just one L.I.M member who's a little bit bitter towards, not you though, but towards me. Now, normally, if I make a mistake,
mm-hmm.
I own up to it and I apologize. In this case, I'm not going to apologize because, while yes, I did forget to shake your hand or I might have missed you.
Yeah.
I don't get to everybody when I'm out there. I'm so excited that I do skip. I'm running. I'm almost like Ultimate Warrior-esque out there.
Oh, hold on a second. Wait, real quick. Okay, I know who you're referring to. So when he's talking about the handshake, it wasn't like an after the show going up to shake your hand. It's when you're coming out in your entrance that you missed him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fucking funnier. that's beyond petty at that point, but go ahead. Okay.
You know what?
I thought this entire time that you were hanging out with them and he was the only person you didn't shake the hand of, like, after the show or some shit.
No.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, what a petty bitch. Holy hell. Okay, go ahead.
And this was per, PX. He told me what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, again, if I make a mistake, which I try not to, but, you're in the middle of your entrance. You're going to skip here and there. It's adrenaline. My anxiety, my nerves are shot.
That's true.
So I'm going to miss. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But for you to take it out on a slice of pizza is the worst thing in the world. It is worse than me not shaking your hand. If you feel disrespected because I didn't shake your hand, you are petty.
100% petty. Fucking Tom Petty.
Fucking Richard. It's bad enough. It's bad enough people put pineapple on pizza. Or don't even eat the crust. But the fact that you threw your pizza down because you are temperamental and you're petty is mind-boggling.
Yeah, stupid, isn't it?
So you, Mr. Tony Gigabyte, look in the mirror. Because you're making your baby seem more mature at this point.
The one thing I don't get about him is that, like, he was sitting there doing his video and he was drinking out of a rocks glass. Pretty classy drink, pretty classy way of enjoying a beverage. But then he goes on to talk about how he's cooking fucking grilled cheese on a radiator.
That's like not very Italian to me.
But what I don't get is, like, if you just moved the pizza box off of the stove, could have just cooked it on the fucking stove. But then he has to mock the Giggle Monster about what the shit he was saying when he's eating fucking grilled cheese off a fucking radiator. This is the shit that I don't understand with these fucking people, man. That's why I'm happy that I saved you from joining that cult of freaks a couple weeks back. Because that could have been you.
Look, the L.I.M. I love. They're some of my favorite people. They support me and I'm going to support them. But when you got one acting like a petty bitch.
A fucking bitch.
Over nothing, and you're wasting pizza. I can see you want to go punch a wall. Go ahead. Kick the guardrail while you're at it.
Yeah.
But wasting a slice of pizza. It's disrespectful to pizza and to me.
Right. I was bothered by that, yeah.
The rest of you, you're cool with me. You'll always be cool with me. Tony Gigabyte, get a life. Or just go join White Girl Wasted with Santino. You don't even deserve to be part of Rocket Boys. That's how petty you are.
That was another thing, too. He was threatening to send fucking Giggle Monster over to hang out with the Rocket Boys. Like, why upgrade him? Come on now, man. The whole situation was fucking mind-boggling. You had one fucking dude, which I'll give credit to the fucking Giggle Monster, man. He stepped up. I don't understand why Pac-Man would put the new guy in charge over, his friend. I mean, because he said it himself. Him, JJ, Pac-Man, y'all grew up in the same neighborhood. But it's like, okay, so it'd be like Roman Reigns having Sami Zayn run the bloodline while Roman's gone. It makes really no sense. Not even that. It wouldn't even be like Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn, pretty established guy. It would be like if, it'd be like if James Ellsworth joined the bloodline, and then Roman's like, hey, I'm going to go on a break. Ellsworth is in charge until I get back. Just a scrawny, tiny nobody, now in charge of the group. And within hours, this whole attack on travesty fucking ended. Because you really didn't hear fucking Tony talk about me at all in his fucking videos.
No.
They were initially about you, and then they ended up being about the fucking Giggle Monster. And even he's going after the Giggle Monster. Hey, man, you think you're our leader? You're not our leader. He basically called him a fucking nobody. And all the while all this is going on, Pac-Man is floating around in some dingy-ass fucking pool at some low-budget fucking hotel, doing God knows what to God knows what sheet, because he's a fucking weirdo. And here I am, sitting tall, sitting happy, watching everything that L.I.M has built slowly fucking crumble in front of him. And the fact that Pac-Man doesn't realize any of it makes me even fucking happier. And, so, cool. So L.I.M, you suck. I just want to share that with you. You're all idiots. Just stupid, moronic, dumb, fools.
Tony, you're the only one. Tony, you're the only one I have a problem with right now, because you're petty. So, you know what? Normally we say this about people who don't listen to our show, but in this case, Tony, go fuck yourself.
100%. 100%. Yeah. Tony's the one with the stupid baby, right?
His baby's not as stupid as he is, I'll tell you that.
That's true. Just as dumb as the rest of them, though. Okay. Let's talk about some results that happened this past weekend. You were at DWA. Did you make it to ARW as well?
No, I didn't make it to any more shows. But I got results.
Made it to DWA. That's
the
important one, because that's when we really didn't have the match card from. So now I get to learn what matches happened through your results. Oh, right. Shit. Guys, CarterComics.com, one-stop shop, comics, Freaknet, 10% discount code. Check it out. Use it. eBay, they got accounts. CarterComics.com, discount, 10%. Boom. See, that's how you get a check in the mail.
Hell yeah.
Okay, DWA last Friday, Tinley Park. Tell me what happened, Turtle. Share with me, Nubs.
All right. Well, you're definitely gonna laugh at me at the end, so I'll let you have that one. Before we get,
wait, were you part of the action?
I was part of the Battle Royal.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Perfect. Okay, go ahead. Let's see.
Well, before we get into that, at the end of all the results and match cards, at JFW we have 2 match announcements to make for an upcoming IPW card.
Yeah.
Well, we're saving that for the end.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to save that to the end, or do you want to do that in between the results and the match cards?
You know what? Let's go in between.
We'll go in between, because I am excited, because, I mean, okay, let's do the results and we can talk about it. It's IPW, if you guys remember when Rion was on and everything, so some exciting IPW news coming up.
Yeah. All right, I just wanted to throw that out there. But anyway, so DWA had a show, Dynamic Wrestling Alliance, at North End Maple in Tinley Park. Yep. Holy shit, was it a fun show. Now, I got to watch the first half, so it was fun. Drinking class.
Was a packed crowd?
Yeah. Not bad for the weather, considering.
They didn't do it outdoors, right?
No, it was indoors.
I'm trying to, because, so obviously it wasn't where the first DWA show was, because that was out
It
in
was
that area.
It was at that venue, but this time it was inside.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. Okay, awesome. I'm bored.
A very limited seating. That's why they don't always advertise like normal.
Awesome. Drinking class,
Which was what's his name, Jay Cross and Jack Carpenter. They defeated the Bro Bros.
I'm happy that the Bro Bros even made it. It's unfortunate that they lost, but those Wrestle League guys. I mean, it's weird, and I'm assuming that they've probably been around a lot longer than I've known them to be around. But it's just amazing me, like, when I see here, like, I mean, I knew them as IPW guys before I heard they were Wrestle League guys. I think you're the one that educated me on that one. But yeah, making the fucking rounds. I would love to get them to SCW one day. That's the dream. Fucking the Bro Bros, Muggsy James. I guess Hot Rod maybe. God. But anyways, go on. I'm sorry. I'm fantasizing about life here.
Just imagine it was a couple of drunks versus a couple of guys who get high. That's how the match was.
I mean,
that's basically drinking versus smoking.
That's pretty much any high school fucking cliques, bro.
Yeah.
Stoners versus the drunks? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. All right. Monster 747 defeated Russell All-Time. You know who Monster 747 is, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I think, I can't remember what card he was on, but we talked about him before.
I mean, he was Punisher 747 at one point. Now he's Monster. Okay.
Well, what happened to him? Did he get disfigured?
He talks a little more, I think. So monsters talk a little bit more, maybe.
Do
or
they?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking. I don't know. Well, anyway, we all know we all know what he's like, and
yes.
We know how Russell All-Time is. I'm going to give a lot of credit to Russell All-Time. He held his own. He actually almost had 747, but just the monster. He's just the monster. And when we thought they were going to shake hands at the end, 747 duped them and chokeslammed them again. So what a monster. Danger Mask defeated CMOS Dave. CMOS brought out the spaghetti and tried to use it, but didn't work out, and Danger Mask got the win. James Creed defeated Muggsy James. A lot of shenanigans involving Charlie and Braun the Lumberjack, but James Creed overcame it all. Death Wish and Big Daddy Andy, not Hot Rod Daddy Andy, Big Daddy Andy, same guy, but different.
Wait, so how's he different?
I don't
know. Like a different outfit? Is there a different attire?
I think in the dynamic way it's just different.
Oh, a dynamic way.
Because it's Dynamic Wrestling Alliance. In DWA, things are like, you know how at Rocket Pro you're in another galaxy? Well, in Dynamic, you're in a dynamic world. So,
is that what we're going with?
That's what I'm making up right now.
Is that the fucking life we're living right now? Just because there's a bunch of stars being lit up on the ceiling at Rocket Pro, instantly we're in the fucking Milky Way?
Hey, it's either that or a bag of M&Ms. You pick.
Oh, God, I can't wait to fucking be more involved. I really need to talk to Damien. I got ideas.
Look, I'm just going off what was written.
Hey, man, no, it's fine. Wait, hold on a second. Wait. In the notes, did it say a dynamic way of being Hot Rod Daddy Andy?
No, I made that part up, but it said It said Big Daddy Andy.
Gotcha. Who gave you these notes? Was it BJ?
No, this was actually the match card, written, nice. Written up, and it said.
Can you show me it? Can you show me what it looks like? I'm just curious. Oh, it's actually just written.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So Big Daddy Andy.
Big
Well,
Daddy
anyway.
Andy.
So Death Wish and Big Daddy Andy teamed up and they defeated Rockin' Rivera, Gavin McCoy, and Jesus DeSafio in a 6-man tag. And then your cousin defeated Nick Cutler.
God, I'm glad he fucking wrestled Color, man.
Yeah. Good old acid. The human highlight reel
Fucking
defeated Nick Cutler.
wish I knew. Wish I fucking knew.
You know, I probably should have texted you when I got there. And then,
It would have been nice. It would have been nice.
Yeah. But
I
waited.
I was just sitting at home doing nothing, so.
And I waited till when it was showtime to tell you. Yeah, I'm a dick.
Mm.
And then the main event, we had the Standard of Excellence Battle Royal. Mike Morrison wins the Battle Royal by eliminating me last. Now, here's where you're going to laugh.
I'm already laughing at you, Nubby, because you lost.
This I'll admit I lost, and I deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know me, I let things, take my brain, just spin it around, and I lose myself. I lose myself sometimes. Well, after I did my stuff, my finishing maneuvers,
Mm-hmm.
the crowd was, screaming my name. I was happy. I made whoopsie. Instead of picking him up to throw him out of the ring over the top rope like a battle royal should end, I went for the pin.
Like Macho and Yokozuna Royal Rumble?
Yeah. And many other things that have happened. Yeah, I made a whoopsie and I went for the cover. Which cost me big time because then when I went to go throw him out, he had enough energy to rake my eyes and then toss me over. But he didn't get me exactly hitting the ground right away. I was able to hold on. And then he kicked me out and then that was it.
You know what, Nubby? I'm not going to laugh at you. It's funny as fuck. Should. But I'm not going to. See, here's my thing. And obviously, I'm not sure if I mentioned this or not, but I'm in such a great mood because of some things that have been happening. That I'm going to feel for you. I'm going to sympathize for you. You're in the moment. You're excited. You're booked on the show to wrestle, not ref. Granted, it makes no sense being a former Battle Royal champion why you would forget the rules to the Battle Royal, but you did. But I'm not going to beat you up about it. I won't do it.
You know what? That's me admitting my faults.
That's true.
I admit my faults.
That's a rare thing that doesn't happen these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility for that loss.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the end of DWA. Let's get into Wrestle League. Some good stuff happened there. On the pre-show, Rockin' Rivera defeated Gavin McCoy, Adonis Allen, and Crizzle Zion. I believe we saw Crizzo at IPW when he took on what's his nuts?
Was this at the last IPW show?
Yep. I called him K.
What'd you call him?
K Rizzo. I called him K Rizzo.
Oh, is this one he said he had that Criz? Was he one of the? Was he in that triple threat match?
Yes,
or was he
was.
Was it the triple threat match, or was he the first person in the gauntlet?
First one in the gauntlet. Where did I put the results at?
Oh no!
Early on another. I have, I have my notes. I just don't know where they are. Don't know where I'm putting the shit. I don't know where I write stuff down anymore.
I do remember him. I want to say I think you're right. I think he was in the triple threat match. I think he was one of the entrants in the triple threat match.
Nah. Maybe. Possibly. No, hold on. I got it. Hold on, I got it.
Perfect.
I think I do. No, how am I going? Wow, I'm going way too far back. You know what? We'll come back to it later.
Yeah, sure.
Now I can't find where the shit went. See? Yep, it was the gauntlet.
He was the first one in the gauntlet, the one that got tore up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right,
I liked him.
Back.
For the small brief periods of offense that he had, he showed me something.
He did.
Yeah.
All right. Drake Dixon defeated Muggsy James, Don Capri, Bugs Moran, Ace Demico Alfredo Malis.
Is that all one person right there?
Yeah, the Ace Demico. I say whatever, Spanish stuff, whatever. It's a Spanish word, I guess. I don't know. Drake Dixon won this match. Now this is me fucking it up. Oh, these results are, by the way, a courtesy of Steve Aaron. Thank you, Steve.
Awesome. Did he write out paragraphs and you're just shorthanding it, or?
I'm more or less, copying word for word.
Excellent. Maybe I would.
I eliminated a word or two for my brain, but I'm just not. I can't get these names. I never could.
Gotcha. Well, I'm just glad to know that Steve is coherent enough to do this for you after the weird last couple weeks he's had. So, good for him.
Again, this is all me fucking it up, Steve. Sorry, this is not your fault.
That's okay. Steve knows all about fuck ups. Proven at the last RPW show. So,
Chris Logan defeated La Estrella to become the new CCW Grand Champion.
Nice.
Which, by the way, John Bullard, the owner of Chicagoland Championship Wrestling, was the special guest ring announcer for that match. So it was only fitting that it was for the CCW title. Grand title.
Yeah. I think it's pretty cool. Like, once in a while, you'll get to see another promotion's championship defended somewhere else. I think that's pretty cool.
And you know what else happened on this? It's funny how we say that. We had an owner of one promotion there. There was another owner of a promotion that was also there who was a special general manager, which we will get to in this matchup, actually. Kid Lat defeated Prince Hernandez, which allowed Kid Lat to give Motivation Mike in the ring for 5 minutes with one hand tied behind his back. And it was Crash Tested Wrestling's owner, CEO Jed Williamson, as the special GM to enforce that rule. So he made sure Motivation Mike did not get away.
Good for him. Good for Jed. Never met him. I saw a video of him once.
Actually, you did see him. He was at the last IPW show.
Which one was he?
The bald guy.
That noted down.
We did. And we'll just move on. Joey Dalton.
Move on. If he didn't stand out or make an impression, I don't give a fuck. Did you listen to the podcast?
Yes.
Perfect. And he doesn't have to fuck himself now, does he?
No. Joey Dalton defeated Luis the Wrench Morales. This possibly could have been Luis the Wrench's last match. Possibly.
Why?
He's just getting up there, I guess. Been wrestling a long time, so sometimes when you know it's time to go, it's time to go.
Yeah, tell Flair that.
He apparently doesn't know when it's time to go. Terry Funk finally did, so who knows?
All right. Right. Who would have thought that Terry Funk was the smart one?
I don't know how smart he really was. I mean, doing moonsaults and going through flaming tables at like 65. I mean, is that really smart?
We're still talking about it, so I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's it's one thing, and I know that I'll never have the understanding of how hard it is to walk away. Mainly because I never had the opportunity to walk into it. But I assume it couldn't be fucking easy. You know, it's you look at a lot of guys and like and I sit here and I know I make a lot of jokes about old people and how they're getting up there and how they need to move on and shit like that, but realistically, like if you can still go out there and put on an entertaining show and everything, I guess do it as long as you can. But yeah, it's like you mentioned, smart enough to know when to stop. Ivan did it. It wasn't because he was injured. It wasn't because he couldn't go anymore. He just felt it was time.
He doesn't want to get to that point where he can't go and then be told that he should quit. You'd rather go out on top.
Exactly. And, it's going to be, I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. I'm not putting rumors out there. I'm not speculating about anything. But I know when the day comes that Hunter Payne no longer wrestles, it's going to be a somber moment in SCW.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Jimmy Blaze out in POW. Same thing with, I don't know, POWW and ARW or CTW or wherever he's mostly known for. But every company has their one guy who, once you call it, that's it. And yeah, it's like sometimes it just sucks, but it's kind of cool also to be part of those moments. So.
You'll like this. Your boys, the Bros. They are the new Wrestle League Tag Team Champions.
God, so they're bro dual belts? Both belts? I don't know. 2-time tag champions?
Something like that. Only thing is, after the match, 1,000 horsepower came out, just stormed the ring and demanded title to be next in line for the tag titles. GM of the night made the match actually for next month. It'll be new champs, Bros against 1,000 horsepower. Jed making moves. What a guy!
Guys, I don't know. I never met him.
I'm sure if you saw his face, you would remember.
I bet you I won't.
Yeah, you don't remember my face after.
I'm a busy fucking dude, man. I don't know if you know, but Tennessee is a pretty hot commodity these days. So, I can't sit there and waste my time on people who, do nothing to help me, I guess. I don't want to say for me, because I don't want to sound petty or ungrateful. But if nobody's willing to help me, why do I care? Why do I care who they are?
Speaking of people who don't care.
That's true.
Quinn Whittock defeated the Ewok. Still the Wrestle League champion. I guess there was some kind of screw job by officials, and Joey Dalton was involved. Ewok may have had the match won, but things were reversed and shenanigans were involved, and Quinn Whittock is still the champion.
Good for him. Fucking Quinn's rides in this fucking this area. How many belts does he have just the 2?
I almost want to think he's got something at Frontline as well, maybe. I'm
trying to remember what belt that was. It might have been Frontline that he had when he was on the Power Hour. Might have been from Frontline belt, maybe. So maybe 3, yeah.
I know when he did that promo before he won the Wrestle League championship, he was talking about having 2 belts. Well, he just got his 2nd belt at ARWPro that night. So it might have been a frontline title.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good for him. Congrats for retaining your title. Not quite sure how it happened, but doesn't matter. You fucking won. Take the victory, take the title retention, and fucking move on.
Hell yeah. And then in the main event, there was a ladder match, Fatal 4-Way for the proven title. We have a new champion in Hot Rod Daddy Andy. I give it up to Russell All-Time, who survived, didn't die, after taking that power bomb almost into a corner off that ladder.
He's sticking with that name?
Yep, that's the name.
Perfect.
So yeah, that was Wrestle League.
Excellent.
All right.
Moving right along, Nubby.
That's right. We got ARW, which also happened Saturday night.
Yep.
All right. Courtesy of my friend Ace, who just became a listener of the show.
Did you tell him to fuck himself beforehand?
Me and her.
I don't give a fuck.
She was the one that you talked to recently.
That doesn't sound accurate.
She made a post.
When did I talk to her?
You talked to her probably a week ago, or at ARWPro.
Oh, she's the one who took your picture?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Well, a listener to the show.
Is she just listening the once so she doesn't have to fuck herself anymore? Or is she going to be an avid listener now? I'm
sure she's going to be an avid listener now.
Because I can't be excited about somebody who fucking, who's a one and done. I'm not a one-nighter kind of fucking dude, Nubby. I want commitment and longevity in a bond. So if she's only going to listen once, it's going to upset me.
She downloaded it.
But is she subscribed? That's the important thing.
I think it's subscribed and everything. So
where at? Where did she subscribe to?
What? Let me. She screenshotted it.
You're just making up fucking lies to protect your friends now.
No, she screenshotted.
You are just tired of me telling your friends to fuck themselves, aren't you?
No, because I tell my friends to fuck themselves.
I hope so, because it's entertaining as hell.
What is this? I can't tell what it is. Spotify, maybe?
Let me see the picture of it. I can tell you. Yeah, it's 100% Spotify.
Well, there you go.
Cool. Good. Welcome to being a listener. Should have been here before. A long time ago.
Hey, all that matters, she's here now. And
that's true.
Thanks to her, I got my results.
Excellent. And that makes me, that just piles onto my happiness and fucking joy that I've been, that I'm currently, writing right now. So.
All right.
Like the bros, I'm on quite the high.
Good one.
That's right.
All right. So
not in the illegal sense, because I'm a good fucking person, and I also believe in Jesus. More on the mentally life portion of being high. I'm not a criminal. So
actually, it's not. Depends on what you do. High, because smoking marijuana is illegal.
I don't give a shit if it's legal or not. It's still criminal. Yeah, fucking criminal.
No, it's not criminal. You can't get arrested for it.
It's fucking criminal. Morally, you're a fucking criminal.
You're a monster.
Yeah, fucking, at least I believe in Jesus, and I obey how basic human living should be.
Look, I believe in Jesus. I believe in God, but I
don't need to alter my mindset to fucking live in this world. Hey man, go. You want to enjoy life? How about take a fucking walk, read a fucking book, not ingest some fucking mind altering bullshit. No, fuck that. No.
Hey, I believe in the God. I believe in the Jesus, but I still love my edibles that I haven't had in 2 years. But that's okay. Don't tell my mom.
Shit, don't be a criminal.
You know what is criminal?
What's that?
Nick Cutler.
Again with Nick Cutler. I think after he gets his ass handed to him by Acid, he'd want to take the rest of the weekend off.
No, well, you can't do that because you're a champion. When you're a champion, there's no weekends off.
Yeah, ask me, Hooks.
He's on a 3-month contract, apparently. Every 4 months now.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so Nick Cutler did try to get out of this. So the show started out with Nick Cutler, saying he's not going to defend his title, even if it was advertised against a former ARW champion.
Mm-hmm.
Then, in the middle of his rant, music hits. Max Holloway's music hits. Scumbag Army, with the Scumbag Army, they come out to let Nick Cutler know that it will be Max Holloway challenging him for the ARW title.
That night?
That night.
Goddamn. It's always good to know that within like the first 10 minutes of any show that you already got your money's worth being there. I'm not talking about the Cutler part. I'm talking about the good part. The fucking boot named Sue being accompanied by fucking Max Holloway coming to the ring, claiming a fucking championship that should be his, which I get it. We all know, yeah, Max Holloway lost the POW championship. Whatever. I still think there's some screwiness. I haven't seen the video. I haven't seen the footage. I'm just assuming there ain't no way in hell Max Holloway's going to lose to fucking old man Payne. Not fairly anyways. But yeah, no. Dude looks good with gold, and I see why he needs to get a new one. So anyways, go ahead. By the way, I'm talking about the longest reigning 3-time SCW heavyweight champion, Max Holloway. Just so you know.
Yeah. So, Max, reminded him and everybody at that point, actually, that not only he's the Triple Crown winner of ARW, former champion, and the longest roster member of ARW. So it fits. Everything fits. Nick still didn't want to do it, however. But CMOS Dave came out and more or less motivated him to agree to the match. I'm not going to say what he said. To me, it was kind of disrespectful to bring up some personal life shit, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So Nick Cutler agreed to the match, and it happened later on.
Was it the main event?
It was in the main event.
It was good.
As it should be.
You don't have fucking Holiday on the card. Anything below main event, that's just a slap in the fucking face.
Yep.
Assholes.
So since CMOS Dave was out there, he just stayed out there because he was going to have a match, and he ended up defeating Ice Pick Vic Capri.
Nice. This is never mind. I'm getting two companies mixed up. Please continue.
Okay.
I was thinking of CSW. My bad.
Well, there you go, thinking.
I know. See, this is why I should just respond to fucking common knowledge instead of just being like, oh wait a minute, no, I don't know shit. What do I fucking know?
All right.
I don't know nothing.
Now, what was supposed to be a singles match between Dave Allen and Mason Parks ended up being a triple threat, adding Kazile. However, Dave Allen did win the match.
Well, POW's really moving fucking east, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
God.
They lose to the south, now they go east.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about that.
God, just like Korea. That makes no sense, but whatever. It makes no sense whatsoever.
All right. After that, Angel Armani came out. Blah blah blah. His stuff. He talks and I don't listen. Fuck him. He introduced his student Jay Manny, and also said that during this match, Angel Armani is going to go do commentary. Then James Creed came out, and what was going to be a singles match. Then Angel Armani decided to insert himself into the match, and both him and Manny decided to put the boots to James Creed. However, he was saved by the newest recruit ARW and Donovan Ruiz, and made his in-ring debut in a tag match by teaming with James Creed against Angel Armani and Jay Manny.
Who's that? Is that the kid that signed that contract at that Black and Blue?
Yep.
Oh, that's cute. I thought that was just a weird gimmick for the town.
So
that child is gonna fucking actually be a pro wrestler?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Well, believe it, because he got the win for his team.
I'm sure Creed did most of the work.
Probably, but hey, they won anyway. And then, after the match, while they're celebrating, Judas came out, tried to recruit Ruiz, but Creed told him to get fucked, and then they were forced out of the way, and Creed and Ruiz celebrated some more, and there they went. All right, finally ending the first round of the tag tournament. Drinking Class defeated those assholes, the AZZ. Alpha Zeta Zeta.
Those fucking nobodies. Those
the
mouthy little fuckers.
The YouTube lovers.
Yeah, I get all my facts from fucking YouTube. Wait till you be a fucking 8th grader, idiots. Hey, this is why they have no fucking money. Because they act like fucking children. I get everything from fucking YouTube. If it ain't popular on YouTube, I don't want to fucking know it. Yeah, fuck you, idiots. Go ahead. I'm not bitter. I'm fine.
Speaking of bitches,
we just didn't get 136 fucking downloads, in the last 2 weeks or whatever.
We have a new Indiana State champion.
Oh shit.
JPH defeated POWW. But POWW was upset and ran JPH off, and also invoked his rematch clause and wants it next month.
Good. And JPH doesn't deserve to wear gold with the way he's been acting.
No, he's been acting like a child.
Yeah, like an asshole.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bombshell Shelley made her ARW debut and defeated Logan Vautour.
You know more about ARW than I do. If I recall correctly, please correct me if I'm not, but it's been a while since there's been a women's match at ARW.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to say almost since the pandemic. Because I know there's an ARW women's champion out there somewhere.
We had this discussion before.
Yeah.
They changed it to the intergender title.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that part. Where's that belt at? Who's holding that fucking championship?
Melanie Cruz, as far as I remember.
Where the hell is she at?
Cruising around. I don't know. Is her Cruz? Melanie Cruz? I don't know.
God, might as well change it to the eventually championship.
That's as far as I know. I could be wrong, but the last time I heard about it, I was actually there, I think. Unless she defended it one more time after that, but I don't know. But yeah, that's that. Just before the main event, there was an altercation between the family and the workhorses.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, J.C. Manson was fighting Wade Evans out from the back all the way to the ring, and then they were followed by Old School Manson and DP3, Dave West. Then Mikey Peterson finally made his ugly face out there, and it became 3-on-2. Then all of a sudden, Charlie Jr. with a kendo stick came out and beat the shit out of all three workhorses. So it seems that we got a big thing going on between the family and the workhorses.
God, how do I say this without getting in trouble?
You?
Yeah, I know, right? Because I don't want to compare Steve to the fucking workhorses. But aren't they similar in the sense that they just keep getting themselves in more and more shit?
Except Steve can actually fight back and put up a good fight.
Well, I mean, yeah, when he has backup.
Even without backup, Steve tries. And he doesn't run away like the workhorses do, so. And he's not a pussy like the workhorses. And he doesn't have a creepy mustache like Mikey. But at least Mikey listens to our show.
That's true.
Unlike the other two work idiots. Yeah. Which, by the way, I eliminated 2 of the work idiots at DWA.
DWA put them in the fucking Battle Royal?
Yeah. And I eliminated 2 of them.
Good for you, man.
Along with Muggsy James and Joey Dalton and others. But then I fucked up. But anyway, so...
and I fucked up. At least you admit it, man, and that's what I'm so proud of you.
Then Nick Cutler defeated Max Holiday to retain the heavyweight title. There was definitely shenanigans as CMOS came out, distraction. Max Holiday got distracted, and I'm sure there might have been a nut shot. I don't know. I'm sure it was, because that's what Cutler's used to doing, is kicking people in the nuts as well.
As well.
CMOS after the match tried to offer Cutler, I call it spaghetti, but it's called CMOS, whatever. It smells like dog shit, but whatever, to each their own. Cutler, when CMOS turned his back, Cutler threw the shit on the ground, and then CMOS attacked him and said he's coming after his title. That's the end of ARW.
Excellent.
So, do you want to get into the special announcements before we get to upcoming cards?
100%. 100%.
All right.
And, well, yeah, okay, I guess we can start it. So, guys, when we had Rion on, he extended us an opportunity to host L.I.M Pro Wrestling. Nubby has wrestled there numerous occasions, and I have been to a couple of their shows. I love it. I enjoy it, especially, for a Sunday afternoon. You think like, God, it's such a weird time to have a wrestling show, but it's not. It's actually fantastic. I love it that it's first off, I love it that it's on a Sunday, and I love that it's in the afternoon, so it's not like a late night and stuff like that. And I think the area is pretty cool too. It's close to my house. Like why lie? The drive is phenomenal. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's through the work you do there, or they just happen to hear how awesome I am. But we're given a golden opportunity to host the upcoming IPW show, which is what day is that? I want to say the 25th, but that don't.
26th. Right. It's the 26th Sunday.
26th. Okay. Awesome. Now. I'm a little bit new on what I can and can't do, but the way it was explained to me is we as guest hosts, in a sense that we're kind of like general managers,
and
I guess we could just make whatever fucking matches we want, just fucking go crazy, just do whatever.
Well, we were because there's a tournament. IPW's putting that together. But there's slots that are open for other matches. So IPW gave us the authority to make a couple matches. Now, me and Travis decided that we're not going to tell each other what we were going to do until we got on the show. We both picked one match that we were going to put together.
Yeah.
And we're going to announce it today on this show.
I'm so excited. I'm not going to lie. Probably one of the hardest things I had to do in my life is to keep this from you. Because I'm just so damn excited for this shit. And I don't know, it's hard to. First off, it's a true honor for me to be doing this. For me to host a wrestling show is incredible. Honestly, when I started podcasting, didn't think something like this could actually happen, and I'm excited that it is. And because I'm given the opportunity, because it's been already officially made, I'm going to take as much advantage of this as possible. So, Nubby, I'm going to let you go first and do yours. Because I don't know how first off, I don't know how we're gonna move on from my announcement, but we're certainly gonna fucking try. But you go ahead. I want you to go first and tell everybody the match that you have officially made here tonight.
So the match I made, and IPW has accepted and made it official as well. Inspired by what happened last month,
Yeah.
Flash Harris, since he likes to run his mouth, and I hope somebody makes him listen to what I'm about to say, because I want him to know that this is his fault, and I want him to know I did this because he ran his mouth, and he thinks he's hot shit. Okay. And he took advantage of the situation last month by inserting himself in a match by pinning individuals that were already knocked out. So, I put this match together, and Flash Harris, you'll be in a match on March 26th. Now, your opponent, I could have picked anybody. I went up and down the line, and I know this person very well, known him a lot of years. He's very talented. We saw him in IPW before. Flash Harris, you jackass. You are going to take on TW3. Boom.
I mean, could have used a little less jackasses, but yeah, solid fucking match, bro. You really, see, I was worried. You see, and you went professional, and I appreciate that, because you could have easily put yourself in a match against Jay Harris. But you didn't. You stayed professional. And that's what I appreciate about you. And I think that's a solid match. I think that's going to make for a great card. And I think it's going to pair well with the match I decided to make. And God, I'm just so excited about these fucking moments. God. Okay. So it was only a brief period of time. I've only had a small window to make a decision on the match I wanted to make. And so because of that, I started thinking to myself, I'm like, who do I want to see face each other? Who do I want? Like, who has heat with somebody that maybe they need to really get in that ring and fight it out. And hopefully once and for all, put an end to all this shit. So I'm thinking, okay, who do I know who needs to step in the ring and air some grievances, if you will. And my thought is like, okay, well, I mean, first off, obviously, Steve. But fuck Steve. Steve doesn't need to I don't want to see Steve fucking wrestle. I want to see an entertaining fucking match. But when I thought of Steve, I thought C-Red. I never saw C-Red wrestle a singles match. Now, I saw him in that 6-man thing with the workhorses and the power hour and everything. Awesome job. But I still, to this day, have yet to have an opportunity to watch C-Red wrestle a singles match. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm looking at past history. Who does C-Red know? Who would I love to see C-Red wrestle? And the fact that it was in front of my face all along, I'm just like, you fool. You know exactly who you want C-Red to wrestle. So, at IPW, on March 26th, we are going to see C-Red take on none other than the amazing fucking Turtle. You're getting your opportunity, buddy. You are wrestling C-fucking-Red at IPW. The amazing Turtle versus C-Red. Two guys who have bickered and yelled at each other for many, many months now. Talking about years in the business. Who knows who and how far is the reach of the known that they are in this fucking world? Guys who have said, we don't speak that name on this show. It is Power Hour versus JFW, man. It is C-Red versus the Amazing Turtle. And on top of all of that, because I'm a selfish person, I want to be special enforcer for this fucking match. Now, I have no idea what that fucking means for me, but I knew I loved the fucking, I don't like the whole like special guest referee. No, I want to be a special, I don't even know what the fucking rules of being a special enforcer are, but I'm putting myself in that fucking situation. So I hope you are so fucking ready, man, because here's the thing. I know this is a lot. I know this is something I shouldn't spring on you, but luckily you got a couple weeks to get prepared. So it's not like this is happening tomorrow. And I feel bad that I had to hold this back from you because like, oh gosh, should I tell him? No, I want to tell you here on JFW that you're facing C-Red, that you are defending JFW's honor against the Power Hour. Because let's face it, there has been some wonky shit between us for quite some fucking time. And a lot of that is kind of centered around my issues with Steve, but also your issues with C-Red. And I'm just glad that I found the golden opportunity to help you two work some shit out. And I'm going to be right there at ringside to make sure you guys get that shit worked out. Any thoughts?
Well, I mean, we were supposed to wrestle back in November, I think. Yeah, right. It was late last year, but C-Red ended up getting concussed the night before, so things got changed. Okay.
Right. I mean, come on, dude, I'm telling you, man, this is your moment. The man who asked you flat out, have you been in the business as long as him? Are you known world fucking wide like he is? Calling you a referee. Calling you a half-ass manager. A guy who doesn't wrestle too often. This dude has been putting you down. Has been crushing who you are, what you have built for so long. You finally get an opportunity to be in the ring. And I get to be there to make sure that there's no fucking funny business. You know, because let's face it, like Steve, like the workhorses, you do put yourself in situations where a bunch of people want to kick your ass. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to be able to defend you throughout this entire fucking match, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys fight this out and there's no funny business for outside. If that means Steve getting into the ring to help out C-Red or Harris coming out to fucking, you know, cost you a match, or even the workhorses coming out to do some fucking funny business because he has issues with both of you. I'm going to do my best. I'm assuming that's going to be my responsibility. Again, I appointed myself to something I have no idea what the fuck it is, but I'm excited for it. I just remember Chuck Norris outside the fucking ring, roundhouse kicking motherfuckers. So I'm thinking maybe something like that. I don't know if I can do a roundhouse kick, but I'm going to practice my roundhouse kicks because who knows? Maybe I get my leg a little bit off the ground. Haven't figured it out yet, but I'll sure practice when we're down here. All I know is that IPW is going to be JFW night. And I'm excited for this, and I just wanted to take as much opportunity as I can to make this fucking incredible, not just for the fans at IPW, but for me, because I have no idea when I'm going to have another opportunity like this. And for me to gift you the opportunity to face C-Red in IPW, for you to defeat C-Red in IPW. Come on, I can't get much fucking better than that.
I like the match.
I hope so. I'm excited to see what Dipshit says on his show tomorrow. I'm talking about Steve, not C-Red. C-Red's not Dipshit. Steve, I'm excited to hear how he's going to twist this into me saying some fucked up shit about C-Red, which I haven't. I just said facts and truths. That's it. But I know he's going to twist this in some fucking way about how Travis wants you to get your ass kicked. How Travis is going to put himself into the situation. I'm not. I'm just outside the fucking ring, preventing shit like Steve to slide into the fucking ring and throw a spear at you, Nubby. That's what he's going to try to do, and I know it, and I'm going to be there to fucking stop him. Maybe with a roundhouse kick? I don't know. I don't know if I can roundhouse kick. I have to find that out. New shirt coming to JFW. Travis C cannot roundhouse kick.
All right. I got a match to prepare for.
But I gotta tell you, man, 2023 has been fucking incredible for me. I don't know what it is. I got to commentate at Rocket Pro Wrestling. I'm helping, as a general manager of High Voltage, doing shit that we're gonna talk about here in a minute. Fucking not only hosting IPW, but I'm going to be fucking the special enforcer for one of their matches where I get to watch my buddy, my co-host Nubby, take on C-Red, co-host of the Power Hour in a fucking match. Man, everything's coming up fucking Travis. Not only that, there's like 3 or 4 fucking exciting news, 3 or 4 announcements. Let's see, 1, 2. 2 announcements that I can share, one that I cannot for this Saturday. Yeah. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyways,
right.
Guys, March 26th, Richmond Park, IPW. JFW will be hosting that show. It will be me. It will be Turtle. I'm excited for it. It's an honor again. I appreciate the opportunity to do this. And maybe you guys are nutty for allowing me to make matches, but this is what I decided to go with. And yeah, I put myself into it for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain why. Maybe because being a wrestling fan, it's amazing. And here's the thing, Nubby. I want you to really appreciate what I'm doing here for you. Because I could have made any match. I could have brought Max Holiday back and threw him into a fucking title opportunity against Muggsy James. Love those 2 guys. Would love to see them face each other. I could have made that match. We could have seen a Quinn Widdock match. We could have saw a fucking Brown come back for a match. I mean, hell, I could have threw Rion into something. Hell, I could have done Maximus Orion versus Rion at IPW.
Could have.
And go ahead. No, what's up?
And then here's the other icing on the cake.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I had cake today. It was delicious.
Wait, what kind of frosting was it? Whipped cream or
whipped cream?
Bullshit.
Well, hey, it was chocolate, so it's all good.
Okay.
So not only were we chose to make one match each.
Yes.
Not tell each other, but we also made an agreement that we cannot change or alter each other's matches. So I can't back out of this now.
No, you're stuck.
To do this. I am stuck.
Here's the thing, though, Nubby. If you back out of it now, what does that say about you?
It says that I'm a bitch.
Right? That questions the integrity of Turtle across all of Midwest wrestling. And this is how much. Think about this. This is how much I love you, Nubby, and how much I want to see you wrestle in that fucking ring. Because I could have made Workhorses versus just Steve. And I passed up that opportunity for you. How many people like you that much, man?
Not many.
I know. Now, here's the thing. I could have gave you a title opportunity. I understand that. But at the same time, you could have too. And because of the integrity you have, you did. And I appreciate that as well. But, I just felt that this thing that you have with C-Red was way more valuable than any belt you could hold at this moment. I'm just just so excited. Plus, you're going to have title opportunities in your future. I know you are. Who knows if you ever have an opportunity to face C Red?
And man, again, it was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen, but it never did. So
between the two of you, nearly 40 years of fucking wrestling experience up and down the road, managing and reffing and wrestling and tagging and singles and championships and shit, hosting fucking amazing, wrestling shows and stuff. Dude, there's just so much ingrained in this fucking match. And here's the thing, though. We're going to talk about this match again when we do the IPW match card.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much more else I can say than what I'm saying right now. I really want people to understand the importance of this fucking match. I get it, it's the tournament stuff, but this means a lot because I'm giving you the opportunity to show the world that JFW is truly better than the Power Hour. And all I ask for you to do, bud, is don't fuck this up.
Now, we might be JFW. I just want it to be clear that you are to be 100% down the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm just out there to roundhouse motherfuckers who try to get in the fucking way. I mean, come on now. I mean, everyone knows me. I'm a very trusting guy. I'm just out there throwing fucking boots. Not Sue ones. Maybe an Elizabeth or a Becky. Not anything as strong as a fucking Sue, but definitely to be like, oh shit, did he just kick me? Yeah, you got a Becky, bitch.
All right. Well,
I don't know why. I'm just so fucking happy about life. Everything's fucking coming up, Travis. 2023 is the year of the, people are like, oh, it's the year of the fucking lion. Oh, it's the year of the fucking snake. No, it's the year of the fucking travesty, and this shit's rolling on through. Great fucking day. That's the name of this show, the year of the travesty. I'm making that note. And not only that, not even the fact that we're hosting a wrestling show, is why we are fucking rising. L.I.M is fucking bombing, man. They're fucking nosediving into the fucking ground. They're like skateboarding a half pipe without a helmet and just stops halfway through midair. Oh, heaven on earth. Okay. But we got match cards coming up this week.
We got a couple match cards coming up this weekend. All right. CSW Friday. March 17th, which will be live on IWTV. Once again, we are doing the pay-per-view one more time. I think we're going to be doing it going forward. So it's easy, $10 a month, live on IWTV. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't.
And it's up. And even if you, of course you did, even if you miss it that night, you can watch it the next day. That is how good they are.
Here's my thing, Nubby. IWTV, I strongly recommend for any wrestling fan out there. $10 a month is a fucking steal when you have an opportunity to, watch, all these different, old fucking wrestling. I don't want to say old, but vault wrestling shows, matches, stuff like that. It's just for me, it was just a monthly cost thing. I just couldn't really, justify the. Again, it's only $10, which is great. But I got things I got to do in my personal life that cost fucking money, so I have to penny pinch and scrounge wherever I can to not spend more money. So hopefully maybe down the line I get IWTV again, because again, $10 a month ain't that fucking bad. But that's $10 a month I need right now.
That's understandable.
Who knows? I mean, I can always resubscribe to it and everything. CSW, the show was incredible. It was a great production, via live stream. Just for right now, for me, I just, eventually that truck of mine is gonna fucking die, and I'm gonna have to fucking have a fucking car payment.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, CSW this Friday.
All right, they're gonna be at 9757 Pacific Avenue, at the American Legion in Franklin Park. Doors open 6:30. Bell time is 7:30 p.m. General admission is $25. Front row is $30. you can get in advance on the link on Facebook page, CS Chicago Style Wrestling on Facebook. I don't think anything is sold out just yet, but get them now before they do. Special guest is Hornswoggle again. I guess it's fitting considering it's St. Patrick's Day. That's gonna be fun. And the show is called Lucky You. How fitting. Oh, by the way, for first-time subscribers to IWTV, if you want to watch this, we have a code to use. It's called Shy Style.
Why didn't you tell me that the first time I subscribed?
This is new.
God damn it.
CHISTIL or YLE. One-time code to get it for a discount or something. So it's considered a discount code.
That's a promo code, bro.
As a promo code. That's right. Promo code.
Discount codes you can use over and over again, like FreakNet at CarterComics.com.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
All right. Team Babushka will be teaming up against Joey Avalon and Sierra, which is Team Babushka's Mario Pardua and Bombshell Shelley. Heather Reckless will be taking on Sky Blue. Steve Boz, I assume, will be defending his Metro Division Championship against J.J. Garrett. We saw J.J. Garrett make his debut at CSW last month against Vic Capri. That was a phenomenal matchup. Conan Lycan will be off suspension and will be taking on Warhorse, who is also making his debut at CSW. For the heavyweight title in a no DQ match, it'll be Axel Rico, the champion, taking on Shane Hollister, the Haykeepers. So all the Haykeepers are off suspension, so they'll all most likely be there to cause some havoc. Those are the matches listed as of right now. Just continue with the Facebook on for Chicago Style Wrestling as more matches will be announced hopefully this week or before the show, because the show is this week. So yeah, that's all I got for now for this match, for this show. Again, Chicago Style Wrestling at WTV this Friday. That's March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. 9757 Pacific Avenue in Franklin Park. $25 general admission, front row $30. For advance tickets, go to the link on the Facebook page or message Chicago Style Wrestling on Facebook. All right. Any comments, questions, concerns?
No. It's fucking. Based on doing this shit with you, man, I've learned to never be surprised by a CSW match card. Definitely one of the more solid match cards in the area. And the fact I got to see Avalon wrestle for the first time in person at RPW a couple weeks ago, I have no doubt that that's going to be a really strong match too. Especially, teaming up with Evil Sierra. Did I tell you that I made myself look like an idiot in front of them, by the way?
How did you do that?
I acted like a fucking mark. It was right after their match. I think it was it was the end of the show. It had to be the end of the show, yeah. It was at the end of Avalon's match. I went outside and was talking to a few people, and I walked in, and I saw them sitting there by the merch table and everything, and I walked up to fucking Avalon. I was like, hey, man, awesome show. It was my first time seeing you wrestle in person, and you fucking crushed it. So it was really cool to do that. Thank you. He's like, yeah, no problem. I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, why the fuck did I just thank him? Like, oh, whatever. And I saw Sierra, and for some stupid ass fucking reason, I looked right at her, like literally in her fucking eyes. And I was like, I'm sure you don't listen to my show, but I put you over so fucking much. And she said thanks, but what she really said is, please get away from me. So I was like, here's some random fucking big ass fucking dude who they clearly don't know who the fuck I am. So clearly they don't listen to JFW. sitting there talking about, like, oh, hey, by the way, awesome match. I talk about your wife all the fucking time, or your girlfriend, whoever the fuck she is. Yeah, I'm just, as soon as I walked away, I'm like, oh, you idiot. Like, you're so stupid. But, that happened.
Did. All right.
So that's all I got to say about CSW, I guess. Long story short.
You're an idiot, pretty much.
100%. This is why I shouldn't fucking talk to people.
But yeah, more matches will be announced this week, so stay tuned. All right. Saturday, March 18th. There's 2 shows going on that I will talk about. First one is POW Entertainment. They are back at T-Wood Bar and Grill for Saturday Night Fights. That's 1051 North Wooddale Road in Wooddale. Front row reserve is $20 via the link on their Facebook page. General admission is $12. Those tickets will go by fast. So my suggestion, get them while they're hot. After all, they're the hottest ticket in town, right?
I mean, what other things are there to do in fucking T-Wood?
I do like their bar. I was there once.
What's nice about it?
Yeah, beer.
Oh, cool. Well, not many bars do that, do they?
No, apparently not in my world.
No, I've never made I never had the opportunity to go up to POW. I will one day. But from watching the live stream of the POW show, I can't remember what the fuck, Wrestle Fest, or whatever the hell they called it.
Wrestle Rage.
Wrestle Rage, yeah. And then, seeing some of the videos. They do got a very vocal crowd. Only a few companies have crowds like that. And I think it's actually been growing a little bit more and more over the past couple of years that I can kind of like relate or, acknowledge from, 2017 going. So yeah, they got a pretty good solid crowd, but I don't know. I mean, it's fucking a little weird up north.
Yeah, it's a little weird up there.
Yeah.
All right. Some of the matches. We have another Keys at the Kingdom qualifier royal. So there's that. Scott Spade will be taking on somebody that Jimmy Blaze will pick. Jimmy Blaze is going to pick his opponent. That should be interesting. I wonder who. Who could it be?
Hunter? No, not mine. Hunter will be at SCW.
That's right.
I don't know.
Interesting. It would be funny if you picked Max Holiday.
Right.
Acid Jazz will be taking on Mateo Valentine. Maxwell Abreu will be taking on Tommy McGabre. Chucks Deluxe will be taking on Stylen Shane Eaton. And then for the Midwest title, it'll be Kazile versus Yabo the Clown. I'm sure there's more matches to be announced. Stay tuned for those matches as they show up on POW Entertainment on Facebook. Again, T-Wood Bar and Grill, 1051 North Wooddale Road in Wooddale. All right. The same night, we have Southland Championship Wrestling presenting Mayhem at the Japan Civic Center, 180 West 1st South Street. That's a fucking mouthful.
I know.
In Chibance, Illinois. Doors open at 6:30. No, wait.
No, they don't.
Wait.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Let me backtrack just a second here.
Yeah.
Rewind, reverse.
Correct that shit, brother.
General admission is still $15.
100%.
Doors open at 6. No, what am I doing? Doors open at 6 p.m. and there is a reason why. Travis T, General Manager of High Voltage. Please tell us why I am wrong about the doors opening at 6:30.
Yeah, the reason why Nubby's stroking out over there trying to give you a time is because it was late. It was late announced, but it was announced last night on Facebook by me, obviously, that I had a conversation with my STW president Terry Allen, who I love very much. He's a great boss. About an opportunity to showcase high voltage in a different way. Obviously, high voltage has been shown on YouTube, which is great. All the high voltages from past are still available. You can check them out on the Southland Championship Wrestling YouTube page. But there's always been a weird, for lack of a better word, a dynamic missing from high voltage and getting the shows more exciting to watch. And I think the problem was not having those actual fans at the high voltage shows. So I threw an idea at Terry and said, "Hey, listen, sir, love of my life, please listen. What if we did what, we opened up some of the SCW shows with some high voltage matches. We get the show opened a little bit earlier. We opened the doors at 6:00. We put on a few high voltage matches. Some of the newer guys coming into the business, coming into the company, as well as the trainees that are coming out of the school. Like people are coming in, buying their tickets, getting their drinks and stuff like that. We have these guys wrestling the shows. It gives them, people a few extra matches in the night, and it doesn't cost them an extra dime to do it. And he loved the idea, and we're going to run it officially this Saturday, which I was excited because at first I thought, maybe they'll say, "Hey, let's look at doing it next month." But because this is one of the bigger shows of the year for SCW, obviously with the match card that we're going to go over, a lot of big matches. He wants it to start immediately this month. So, for those of you who may have seen some of the match or the posters and stuff like that, where the time says 6:30, it should be corrected. It should be updated. Make sure you're there by 6 p.m. The doors will be open at 6 p.m. You're able to get in, get seated and everything. Start enjoying some of the high voltage matches and everything. There's no definitive answer on which matches are going to happen yet because I'm still finalizing a few things. But there should be one great surprise happening that I don't want to give away. I want to keep that for ourselves. But as soon as we get finalized, maybe I'll announce it over our Facebook page and everything like that. But the high voltage matches I'm really proud of. I'm really excited that we're going to evolve it here in 2023 into something a little bit more than what was expected of it to be. As far as the high voltage title, it will not be defended this month. Unfortunately, me Hooks won't be able to make the show this Saturday. So, but we do look forward to maybe even defending that title a little bit more often than the 3-month clause in the contract. That's up for discussion and hopefully, for a Freiburg word, sponge it from the contract, but that's all in talks. But I'm really excited that we're going to be doing this. And there's one more quick announcement I want to make about this Saturday that I'm not sure who I told. I know I told a few people. Nubby, I'm not sure if I mentioned this to you or not. But for those of you who don't know, Steve won't be at this show this week. He has a prior commitment to the roller derby, which is happening up in, is it Homewood?
Yep.
A prior commitment to Homewood, the roller derby that's happening this weekend, so he won't be able to make this show. Which that means we're out an announcer, we're out of a commentator. I will be commentating. Announcing, I'm not sure who's doing it. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be Bobby Blues. But it left me without a commentating partner. And we were trying to think of who we could fit into that spot, who I could work with to put on a great show, a great commentating. And do you know who we got, Nubby? Did I mention it to you? Who's coming in to commentate with me?
Nope.
Excellent. So, guys, this Saturday at SCW Mayhem. Not only are we going to have High Voltage open up the show, but you're going to get commentary from Travesty and the original co-host of JFW, Mr. 33% himself, Dizzle J.
Wow.
This will be the first time in the history of this show where all 5 hosts of the show are going to be in the same building at the same time.
You mean the well, we know Dally will be there because she's always there.
Yep, Superfan Steve's going to be there.
Holy shit.
And Mr. 33% himself, Dizzle J, will be commentating with me at this show. I haven't had a chance to talk or, I haven't really seen Dizzle J since he left the JFW podcast. But he reached out to me and he's like, hey, listen, I think we're going to go to the show this Saturday. So I threw him an opportunity. I asked him, hey, listen, here's my situation. You have an interest in doing it? He said, hell yeah. So for the first time in over a year, me and Dizzle J will be talking wrestling, and it will be live on pay-per-view. It'll be recorded for YouTube. And I swear to God, if I do not get a photo of all 5 of us together at this show, I will burn that building to the fucking ground. Because that's an opportunity I don't know how often it's going to happen. Clearly, Nubby has been you and me for the longest fucking time here. Now, I assured Dizzle J that this isn't a guarantee he's coming back. The door's always open for him. Whenever he gets his shit in order, he may come back. Same thing with Steve, same thing with Dally. The door is always open for them to come back. But this is an opportunity that I'm really excited with doing. Nothing against you, Nubby. I love doing this show with you. But me and Dizzle J started this shit in June of 2017. And the fact I get an opportunity to commentate the show, the first ever wrestling company we worked with, is a very, very proud moment of mine. So these are all the good things that are happening in my life right now. Between Dizzle J commentating with me, High Voltage opening up SCW, hosting IPW with you in a few weeks, and watching L.I.M burn to the fucking ground. I can't ask for much more, man.
Well, let me just say this. And to steal a segment again from this freaking show, I must say, Dizzle J, get your shit together.
Hey, man. Okay. Anyways, so SCW Mayhem is this Saturday. A few of the matches were in a way announced at the last show if you guys were in Esteem Hollow. But I'm going to run through some of them. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, not every match is going to be announced. The main ones will be. And then the rest of them will be updated. We'll share them as we go through. So, obviously the biggest match that has been announced from the Steam Hollow show is the coffin match between James Creed and JPH. It's almost a surreal feeling. I've never seen it. I know you have because the ARWPro had one.
Yeah, and Northern Lights had one as well.
Okay. And so I've never physically seen a coffin match in person. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. And it's almost an eerie finish to a long fucking story. Now, I'm not saying it is a finish. Seems to me like, where do you go beyond fucking that? We are basically burying your fucking opponent. So I'm excited to see that one. We have Elite Pain taking on the returning tag team of Dysfunction, who we haven't seen in a couple weeks since they kind of, took a shit move and, attacked the team that they were facing. But Dysfunction's going to make their way back to Shabance, and they're going to take on Elite Pain. Sean Mulligan is going to put his title up against Koa Laxamana. No, that's not right.
Laxamana.
Why do I think it's like Laxmanana?
No, it's Laksamana.
Laksamana. It don't matter. The Hitman.
The Hawaiian Hitman.
The Hawaiian Hitman. Koa Laksamana. I know how to pronounce your name, but I just know you listen to the show. Just fucking with you. Koa Laksamana is going to go for the Genesis Championship one more time against Sean Mulligan. Well deserved. He's definitely proven himself since he returned to the ring. And so we'll see if he could be the one who could truly take it off Mulligan. I know we said it last month, and I'm here to say it again. Let's see if he could be the guy. Titans of Destruction is going to be taking on Punitive Damages. And I believe this is an SCW Tag Team Championship match. Don't know how Freiburg pulled it, but I guess lawyers know their shit. Eric Schultz will be taking on the debuting Bonanza. Don't know much about him.
I might have a little knowledge. It's you know what? You don't need to talk about it because once you see it, you'll understand.
Excellent. And finally, we're going to see Aaron Xavier take on Miles Mercer for the SCW Championship.
Perfect.
So again, a lot of these are, fallouts from the previous show. Obviously, the ARC and Gaines Neville, Mulligan and Cole is a rematch. JPH and Creed is a rematch. Titans of Destruction's first title defense is going to be against Punitive Damages, who they have history with. So a lot of shit's going to go down this Saturday. I recommend you guys definitely making it out there. Again, the doors open up at 6 o'clock for the high voltage showcase, I guess, if you will. I think that's what Elite Pro called it. Like the Elite Pro Dojo showcase, whatever the fuck they called it.
Dark Match Pro show that it was Dark Match Pro. I guess I don't know. It's been a long
I'll call
time.
it a showcase. I'll call it whatever the fuck I want. This is my thing.
Call it high voltage,
dude. I'm on top of the fucking world, man. I am truly at this moment too big for my britches, and that's not because I overate and they don't fit anymore. Just because I'm very high on myself right now. In a legal sense, in a proper way of living sense, not a criminal or a deadbeat. Nubby, is there anything else?
You know what? I think we covered everything indie-wise. Next week we'll have these results, plus crash tested and IPW cards next week.
Awesome. Cool. One more thing before I forget that I want to share with you guys as a reminder. If you do follow us on Facebook and you've seen the event, JFW will be bringing back the Southland Roundtable, the SCW live shows where we discussed the show the previous night. So if you have an opportunity, make sure you go to podbean.com, sign up for them, find JFW Podcast or Just Freaking Wrestling. Subscribe to us. Make sure you click on the event to attend. And then, that will be Sunday. What the fuck is it? The 19th?
Yep.
This Sunday, March 19th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., we will be doing a live stream where we're going to have call-ins from wrestlers and stuff to talk about the show that happened on the 18th. And once in a while, we do take on fans who like to call in, executives, officials, whoever wants to call. We give them an opportunity to listen and everything. And yeah, just a way for you guys to kind of get more interactive with the wrestlers and the people in the ring. So there is a chat group on there that you're able to chat during the show. And like I always say, if you do decide to call in, make sure you wear headphones because if I hear an echo, I will fucking hang up. I've done it before and I'm not ashamed of it because echoes suck. So, make sure you do check out the event for that because I would love to get as many people as we can on it because I would like that to be a monthly thing. And in order to do that, we need to get the viewers and the people involved in that. So, Make sure you do check out the event. Make sure you stay with it. Make sure you do check out all the wrestling shows this weekend. POW, SCW, CSW. It's St. Patrick's Day. Make sure you guys are safe while you have fun this weekend. Make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching JFW Podcast or Just Freaking Wrestling. Sure, for the hell of it, go to YouTube, type in JFW Podcast, subscribe to us there if you want to listen to audio through YouTube. I don't know who does it, but feel free. We will bring you video shows back. That's a later date thing. And you can find our shows other than YouTube on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean just by searching Just Freaking Wrestling or the JFW Podcast. Nubby, that's all I got.
I think we can ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis.
And I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle. Cowabunga.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.